It's been 7 weeks since Olympic skier Bode Miller and his wife Morgan, who's pregnant and due in October, lost their baby girl, Emmy, in a drowning accident. Their pain is unthinkable, but their bravery and their selflessness were on full display when we sat down with them at their home in Southern California.
She was just a bear. She was had such a powerful bull-like personality where she just did what she wanted.
She was such a bright light, and she was determined.
Let me see your taco tongue.
No. Bode and Morgan Miller are working to put their lives back together. Everywhere, reminders of the little girl they loved, her room untouched. This cannot be easy. Can't be easy to talk about. Why did you want to speak?
It's an obligation to some degree. I think it does in some way help to heal a little bit, that maybe we're preventing it from happening to somebody else.
We have the choice to live our days with purpose, to make sure that no other parent has to feel what we're feeling.
I know part of the reason that you want to talk about it is so people can understand what a regular day it was.
It was a normal day. Every morning the kids would go swimming, and Bode would go swimming with them, and they'd be in there for hours, and they loved it.
After some time in their pool, the Miller family made their way to a birthday party. 19-month-old Emmy fell asleep on the way.
I got to hold her, and I was sitting with a couple of moms, and we were just chatting about life and school, and she still slept. And I kept saying, this is so crazy. She never lets me do this. I haven't been able to do this for months.
It's so rare at that age for them to sit still for mommy to hold you.
Yeah.
So I held her. And then about an hour later, she woke up and saw that she was in Chuck E. Cheese and was so excited.
After an afternoon of visiting friends and grandparents, Morgan and Emmy returned home to say goodbye to Bode, who was getting ready to take his oldest daughter to her softball game.
He was loading up the car when we got back, and I gave him a kiss. And out of nowhere, she leaned over and gave him another kiss, and we were so amused by her reaction because it was not typical of Emmy. So I kissed him again, and she did it again, and we laughed. And I turned around and I walked inside. And she waved and said bye to her dad.
Morgan decided to bring the kids next door to visit the neighbors.
We go over back and forth multiple times a week. They're family to us. And it was just a normal day over there. We sat on the sofa and she played in front of us. And I had my cup of tea. And the boys were right next to us in the downstairs guest bedroom, playing on the iPad, playing with toys. And Emmy would go back and forth, which was all of 15 feet. And all of a sudden it was just too quiet for me. We were mid-conversation and I stood up and I turned and I walked right to where the boys were and I said, "Where's Emmy?" And before Nate could respond, I turned around and the door that leads to the backyard that was closed had this tiny sliver of light coming through the side. And my heart sank, and I opened the door, and she was floating in the pool. And I ran, and I jumped in.
Morgan pulled Emmy out of the water and started CPR while her neighbor called 911.
What is the emergency?
On the pool. The baby's on the pool.
Shortly after, Bode got the call he will never forget.
I was at the softball game, so I was hearing all this through the phone when they were doing CPR and in the ambulance and all that, and just, in shock.
He must have felt so helpless.
Yeah.
Doctors first told the Millers they had reason to hope Emmy might survive. But the next day, Sunday, June 10th, they lost their precious baby girl.
The doctor said that her brain had just not had enough oxygen for too long of a time.
And there's not a day that goes by that I don't pray for the opportunity to go back to that day and make it different. But now we have this opportunity to make other parents' days different.
In their grief, the Millers learned they aren't alone. Drowning is the leading cause of unintentional death for children 1 to 4 years old.
It's the number one way that you could potentially lose your kid. If it's number one for me, I want to know about it.
Do you feel like this is something that pediatricians or the medical community or public health community, have we not been paying enough attention to this?
Definitely the intensity behind this conversation is where we are lacking. This should be the number one thing that we talk about. You need to be hyper aware.
I've been to all the pediatricians meetings, and checkups on our kids, and I can't say it's come up one time, not a single time.
Bode and Morgan say drowning prevention classes and protective barriers around pools are key when it comes to water safety. Before they moved into their home with the pool, they did just that, training their 2 older boys before Emmy was born and blocking easy access to their pool with the fence. You are very careful parents.
I think we did the best with the knowledge that we had.
I mean, the reality is, as a parent, you can't dodge responsibility for your kids. And it's, that part is probably the single most difficult part to get over.
And guilt is a very painful thing. I hope and pray and beg that it gets easier.
They move forward now with a mission to encourage others to be more vigilant and honor the memory of their dear Emmy. They say their 3 other children are guiding them through their darkest days.
When they talk about her and they share stories, they always have a smile on their face. And they constantly remind us we're still here. And it allows us to bring our focus back to the things we still have to be incredibly grateful for.
Kids grow up fast, and we don't want to miss time with them.
How are you thinking about the new baby? And the fact that you are going through this and creating life.
That was my first concern. Besides the fact of never being able to see my daughter again, it was every time, how am I supposed to bring a new baby into this world with just losing my baby? Emmy was so excited to be a big sister. She walked around all the time with her baby. And now we have the opportunity to get to love that baby, not only for ourselves, but for Emmy.
Where are your eyes? Where's your nose?
It's the little moments with Emmy that Morgan and Bode Miller will cherish forever. Moments that fuel their desire to spread awareness and affect real change.
I want to remember her as my baby girl. She brought so much to our lives. And now she's helping us bring so much to everyone else's lives.
I think that was one of the most moving interviews I've seen.
I could barely get through that interview because I, of course, could see that little girl and her picture everywhere. And we all, know you either have a child or you love a child and you care so much. And, it was not easy for them to do this. I think they went back and forth about it, but they feel a real responsibility. Yeah. It's not that we don't know that drowning is a concern. It's not that we don't know that water can be dangerous. But as Morgan said so well, it's where's the intensity around the conversation? And this conversation with her has changed me and the way I think about it, and just in terms of the urgency you feel.
Yeah.
If you've got a body of water in your own house, their house had the fence, it had all. They just went to the neighbors. They weren't even swimming. It wasn't even on their thought. And the other thing I know Morgan wanted me to mention was, little Emmy was a fighter. Yeah. And she really tried, and she was in the hospital for a full day, and her pulse came back, and there was hope for a time, but then she wasn't able to pull through. So her death doesn't even get counted as a drowning, technically. Oh. So when you see these alarming statistics, they probably don't even capture it fully. They don't capture kids who die after 24 hours. They don't capture a near drowning, which can be as devastating in the sense that sometimes these children need lifelong care and never are the same again.
And like you said, who hasn't looked away for 1 second, knowing that your child's there, you do something and you turn back and they're gone.
We all think we're careful parents. They were careful. I can tell you they were more careful than even me, and I think I'm a helicopter parent, But Morgan said to me, if you've ever looked away for a second and gone, oh, no, Charlie's writing on the wall. Yeah. She said, That's how long it takes. Be glad he didn't slip through a door and instead he was just writing with crayon on the wall. That's
Right.
all it takes. So I hope people really hear this
Yes.
and let it
Yes.
in, even though it it hurts.
Painful, yeah.
But do it for them, if for no other reason. And there's one other really interesting part of this story. So Morgan Miller got connected with another mom. She lives across the country. She lost her little 3-year-old boy on the same exact day, and they have now united. And they are on a mission, and they want to change this conversation. And we're going to bring you their story
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, and I hope people will watch.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.